Come on, I'm just a punk kid who plays guitar.
Pretty much like everything I was saying in all my videos about Joe Satriani, David Lee Roth, Sammy Hagar, even Wolfgang Van Halen, it all seems to be happening now. You've got all these interviews going down. Let's talk, we'll just say David Lee Roth puts this comment out. His statement was, hey, no worries everybody, 2024, bet your ass I'll be putting my own lineup together for a Van Halen tribute. So there Dave is saying, fuck you, Sammy, I don't need you, dude. All right, let's talk about Joe Satriani, which you guys know. Joe's been my biggest peeve lately. I had lost respect for Joe because I was thinking, which there's really no reason to be thinking, this is kind of fact. They rushed the Howard Stern show and they got out there and they just half-assed some music. It was horrible. And Sammy was just pushing it to get it out there, just to get the idea across to the fans that this is what's going to be happening, but they fucked the music up. So I'm still pissed off at Sammy, but Joe Satriani just had this great interview on Eddie Trunk, man. Eddie Trunk interviews him, and Joe goes, listen, he goes, I already said I wasn't a good fit for this Van Halen project. He goes, I've been saying I'm not a good fit for the Van Halen project. He goes, I'm getting shoehorned into the project. He goes, but now it's not until I've started pouring through all the early Van Halen albums and even some of the stuff with Sammy Hagar that I realize I'm a horrible choice for a Van Halen tribute because I've never worked on these albums. I've never studied Eddie's style like I have recently. Now I see we're two totally different guitar players. I am not a good fit. He goes, I'll do it. He goes, but I'm not a good fit for this project. There are so many other guitar players that would do better than me. So there Joe is kind of telling, hey, put the brakes on. I'm giving you an out, Sammy Hagar. You have an out. I'm saying I'm not a good fit for this. Choose another guitar player. Yet it seems as though Sammy Hagar is still like, I don't give a shit. I just want to have fun. I don't care about the music. Fucking half-ass it if you got to half-ass it. I still want to do it. So, yeah, zero respect for Sammy Hagar just pushing Joe Satriani into the position when legit so many other guitar players fucking nail Eddie Van Halen. Let me just say this. I'm still sick of the fucking fans coming out of nowhere saying, hey man, they're not trying to duplicate Eddie. Hey man, there is no replacing the king. Nobody can do that shit. Oh my God, fucking spare me the bullshit, man. Listen, don't call it a tribute band if you're going to be a fucking cover band and just half-ass it, Sammy Hagar. If all you want to do is get out there and not give a fuck that Eddie's one of the greatest guitar players and you just want to half-ass his fucking guitar playing, you're a cover band. Go to any bar on a Saturday fucking night, on stage, everything you hear on the radio, there's some band up there fucking it all up, right? They sound like shit. You're drunk, so you don't give a fuck. That's Sammy's mentality right now. Oh, it's Joe Satriani. All the guitar players are going to show up. Everybody loves Joe. They're all going to be drunk. Nobody's going to give a fuck. That shows you how low Sammy Hagar's bar is for Eddie Van Halen. That shows you that Sammy never fucking got it. Sammy never understood the complexity of Eddie fucking Van Halen. That he's just going to shoehorn Joe in there, and Joe is kicking and screaming saying, dude, I'm not playing this shit. And Joe even is on record now saying, even if I do play it, I'm still going to sound like Joe Satriani because I've never worked on Eddie's style. And I can't just overnight become Eddie Van Halen. So, Sammy, you're fucking up in every direction with this, man. Sell your fucking tequila, go back to Cabo, and party the fuck up on I Can't Drive 55. That's what you do best, dude. All the respect for Joe. I've got nothing. I've lost no respect for Joe. It's all back. I love you, Joe. You're a phenomenal guitar player. I will go to a guitar seminar with you and fucking gladly watch you do your thing, man. That's where I want to see Joe Satriani. All right, David Lee Roth, he's putting his own thing together. Now let's talk about Wolfgang Van Halen. Picking up Eddie Van Halen's guitar, the 1976-77 Charvel boogie body, Frankenstrat, and he's, oh my God, Take a Bow solo. Have you guys heard this shit yet? What? Fucking Take a Bow solo. He's using Eddie's Frankenstrat on the solo, y'all. So I'm sitting in my living room. Let me make this clear. Just because your last name is Van Halen, that doesn't mean I'm gonna like your music. I'm not that guy that just because everybody else says so, now I'm in on that fucking shit. I'm not that guy, your last name is Van Halen, so I'm automatically in on that shit. His music, I don't like it. I do not like it. This is Wolfgang and Mammoth. It sounds like, you know, that mid-90s oversaturated vocals. There's too many harmonies on the vocals. Look at this fucking guy, he thinks he's some fucking hot shit on two wheels. There's too many harmonies, there's too many effects, it's too outdated sounding. I do not like the music of Mammoth. I do not like the sound at all of the direction that Wolfgang Van Halen's going with that music. As a guitar player, he is amazing though. He's got me, he won me over. The Take a Bow solo, he won me over. I'm listening to it, my wife is like, that music sucks, you don't like that music, what are you doing? And I'm like, well, that's Eddie's Kid, and I'm waiting for the guitar solo. She's like, oh, okay, well, I want to hear the solo too. So when the solo comes on, she goes, oh, wow, he's doing really good. Do you think he's doing good? I'm like, fuck, he's killing it. Yeah, motherfucker just won me over with this guitar solo. It's just layers and beautiful fucking harmonies and the melody and the technique and the tapping, and dude, he's killing it. You're using the guitar. You have the inspiration. You've got the DNA. It's connected with you and it's electric right now. And I can tell a lot of effort into his dad's style and technique with, you know, designing and writing that solo. The song sucks. I don't like the song at all. I don't like any of his fucking music. This is my advice for Wolfgang. If you were to do anything, you need to hire a frontman. Stop trying to be front and center. Be a phenomenal guitar player. Bring somebody else in. Bring a frontman in that can do it better than you. Because you're not, I don't know, man. You got Artist of the Year, but not because of that shit. You only had 400 people at that concert that I watched. Of you playing it live. There's only 400 people there. That tells you you're not getting 10,000, 12,000 people. You're only getting 400. Your music hasn't caught on yet. So the ultimate lineup, which I believe this is the way it's going to go down, is going to be Alex Van Halen, Michael Anthony on bass, Wolfgang on guitar. Both Sammy Hagar and David Lee Roth will be invited to that tour. Who's the one that dog cussed Eddie from, you know, top to bottom? It's Sammy. Even going as far as saying, hey, I was already Sammy Hagar when Van Halen called me. I didn't need them. Now that's some bullshit right there. Van Halen took Sammy to the next level. So it's like Sammy Hagar had I Can't Drive 55. Van Halen had Guinness Book of World's record largest crowd ever. Alright? So Sammy can talk all this shit that he didn't need Van Halen, and that's probably why Alex is so pissed off, because he not only said he didn't need Van Halen at the time, and he also dog cusses Eddie out for the past 10 years, for the past 15 years, dog cussing Eddie Van Halen out. Saying shit he shouldn't have fucking said, because Eddie, we do know, had an alcohol problem and a drug problem. Let it fucking go, dude. Alex has a grudge, I'm guessing, against Sammy. He's got to swallow the grudge, and that needs to be the ultimate show. Then you're not calling it a tribute, because that's Van Halen. That's legit Van Halen. There is no tribute at that point, okay? So, alright, man, that's just my 2 cents. Check out the solo for Take a Bow. You guys will probably say exactly what I say. That is one hell of a fucking solo. Alright, guys, till the next video. Peace!